What is happening, all you beautiful, glorious, looking good looking people? Welcome on back to the channel. Just JP. You know what you're doing here. I know what I'm doing here. And what we're doing is we're doing an album listen. Because you know what? Why not? It's a good time to do so. It's a beautiful day today. Captain Beyond. We listened to their track Sufficiently Breathless a while back. And just as soon as I listened to that, everyone came out of the woodworks and said, you gotta listen to their self-titled first debut album, their self-titled Captain Beyond, 1972. And so that is what we're going to do here today. Let's see. So many people recommended this that it was really hard to find a list. Let's see. Fred L said this is like a really good first album. Fortune Agent. A lot of people recommended specific tracks from this album. Mojo Musica. Man, James is Bicky. All of you came in. And especially Miss Aster Dancer. Looks like this perhaps is one of your favorites. So happy to go ahead and give it a listen. Like I said, the list really just goes on. So many people said to listen to this album. So you also said to make sure I listen to it like as completely as I can, because a lot of the songs sequence. So what I'm pretty much going to do, and I hope that none of this gets blocked, because I'm just trying to listen to the music. I'm going to listen to it side by side. So first side, I'm going to try, unless there's something I really want to say, I'm pretty much going to take the first side, just listen to it the whole way through, which is what? About 5, 8, 11, 14, 16 minutes maybe, about something like that. Listen to that straight through. Then we can talk about it, and then go to the second side, which, I don't know, it's somewhere in that same ballpark. So that way we get at least a continuity between the sides. I will be talking a lot during the video because I'm going to be doing it like that. So, you know, if you just want to listen to the music without me talking, there's a link below. But otherwise, you're here for the reaction, and for this one specifically, because I'm not going to stop it. Unless I really feel like I need to say something, I'm going to do some talking and let my thoughts just kind of come right out of my mouth. So I won't like over talk, but you know, I'm going to talk a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with the first side, which is going to include the tracks Dancing Madly Backwards on a Sea of Air, Armworth, Myopic Void, Mesmerization, Eclipse, and Raging River of Fear. Let's go ahead and get the music started. We will talk about it during and after. Let's go. Loving the drumming already. Shaker action. That's a nice heavy riff. That's awesome. It's like a progressive blues kind of sound. I like how distant his voice sounds. Love that echo there. I do like a good change like that. I like that. Good shuffle there on the drums. Those good changes. That's some great guitar work there. He's playing. I love that drum break. This is just non-stop. Dancing madly backwards. It's kind of cool. I like that ending trip up that they get into rhythmically. Like it sounds like they're stumbling. That is the end of the first track. We'll Lillian move on into the next, which is Armworth. Put this on in the Mustang. Open up the hatch. This on, you're just driving. You're singing. I'm just gonna say have a beer in hand, but don't do that. Sip on some iced tea. Those seagull calls in the guitar. Slow marching drums. It's kind of a space rock feel, like in this particular section too. It kind of has a little space rock feel. Haven't listened to a lot of Hawkwind, but it reminds me in some ways. This is kind of space rock. This is nice and dreamy. I actually just got swept in it for a while. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I like that riff that carries some weight to it. That's a tight little pop on this one. That's good. That's Bobby Caldwell on drums. He's tight with it, but at the same time he plays kind of loosely. Tempo change. Never heard about it. Can you imagine hearing this live? You hear how tight that roll was? It sounds a little bit like a proto-metal riff we're getting to now. I want more of that riff. They're bringing everyone in. Ride that bass groove. Give me a little bit of that 7/8. Sounds great too. He's like a soulful, gruff kind of voice. Especially when he gets down into it, like reaching underneath. This is that good rock. Okay, listen to that drum beat. That's hard. A little cowbell? You hear that, buddy? For some reason, this part reminds me of Dream Theater. I know they came later. It's just a connection. That sounds like early 90s Dream Theater. Like the good times. For Dream Theater. this track threw in a little bit more of those time signatures, a lot of dynamicism. There was a lot going on in this one, a lot of changes, but like it feels so fun and like upbeat and tempestuous. Caldwell, drums, is absolutely holding it all together. I just love his work. I'm enjoying him a lot. Especially that one section where it kind of shifts. A little bit of interesting shuffle there. I'm expecting Dio to pop up on here. Oh, that's heavy. This is metal. This is heavy metal. What year? 1972. Raging River of Fear. This sounds like it would run really nicely along Black Sabbath, like contemporary, you know? I hear it. Do you hear it? Break out into another riff, because why not? You got a pocket full of them. That's just heavy. Guitar is roaring, kind of snarling around the corner like a beast in the shadows. Okay, that is the first side of the album. Hopefully I didn't talk too much, but if I did, I warned you. Okay. Ooh. What I really enjoy about this is kind of everything, to be honest. I like this kind of really cool balance between what sounds to me, this is like what I'm hearing. A progressive side of blues rock, especially in the beginning, in the first track, moving into like a space rock, hard rock direction, kind of like what we've heard from Hawkwind. And then here in Raging River of Fear, we're moving into like an early metal style. I said it during the track, but I could really hear them as contemporaries, and I know they were, like literally, you know, year-wise and such. But like with Black Sabbath, I don't know what the band does from here, but like it sounds very metal, especially with that riff in Raging. You hear Ozzy. You hear Ozzy coming in on that. That's good. That is extremely good. Let's talk about everyone in the band for just a moment. Rod Evans on lead vocals. He has a soulful gruff to his voice. I really enjoy the way he's singing, his expression. He can go heavy. He can go with it if you want to go in that direction, like with Raging River, where he's getting it out there. But also he can bring a little bit more nuanced, I guess you could say, to his performance. We haven't really heard like soft vocals so far, but we've heard moments that are peaking around the corner towards that. But I do enjoy his voice, very soulful, very hard hitting. It hits all the right places. Then Larry Rhino Reinhardt on guitars. The riffs that he's coming up with, whether they are heavy like we heard here, whether they're just bluesy and feeling good. I mentioned it in one of the earlier tracks, but like you could put this, I said a Mustang, but you put this album, I guess, on really on a car ride, pull the windows down, take the top off, keep your top on, but put the top off, and then you're just cruising. You're just going. Doesn't matter where you're going. You're gonna feel good. Even if you're going to, like, I don't know, you're going to work, you're going to visit your in-laws' house, you're going somewhere you don't want to go, you put this on, you're feeling good, at least in the moment, at least in the travel to the destination. His guitar work is just sensational. Really, really wonderful there. Lee Dorman, who's handling bass, some backing vocals, and piano. I don't remember hearing piano during the side, maybe later on in the second side, but the bass is just, honestly, a great mix between, I would say, Rod and Larry, because he has that soulful ride. He has a little bit of gruff in his bass tone as well. He gets down with it. At the same time, he mellows out a little bit, which I think provides a nice balance rhythmically and melodically to everything. But I'm paying attention to Mr. Bobby Caldwell. I'm listening to his drumming, his percussion. He is such a tight drummer, meticulous, powerful. The rolls on the snares and how it all comes in just like a waves crashing on the beach. That's good. More of that. He's incredibly dynamic. Reminds me of Ginger Baker in the sense that he can come up with patterns that fit the song, fit the bill, and get the point across. But he takes some levity, some creativity with it. He puts some effort into thinking about it. You know, instead of just putting a typical, 4/4 beat or whatever, he's like, okay, let's move some things around in here. Let's put in a quick little fill somewhere. Like, he's expanding the music, which I really, really enjoy his contributions to everything here. He can be heavy. Like, he kind of just flows with everything. I'm going to be honest. I'm enjoying the songs as a whole, but I'm really listening to his drumming because it's just fantastic. Really, really enjoying that. I guess we can go over some of the lyrics. I'm not going to read like every single line in the tracks that we went to. I don't want to spend a ton of time on them. But going back to the first track, Dancing Madly Backwards, before we get into the second side. Dancing madly backwards, dancing on a sea, erasing all my memories of blackness in my dream. Tiptoe, tiptoe quickly, forget about your cares, and remember underneath you is just a sea of air. Just remember underneath you is just a sea of air. Are we high? Is that what's happening? Wishing all your wishes, landing on a star. I'm just saying. Knowing you are planted here, knowing that so far. Dance, dance faster, madly dance away. Just remember underneath you is a sea of air. Because I'm not sitting on the Golden Gate loving a peace and a war and hate. No, no, no. Well, I'm not going to sit around and wait. All I'm doing is losing my faith. But we're all on stage, and that's for sure. Searching is endless when there ain't no cure. I do like that last line. Searching is endless when there is no cure. Maybe you got to search inward instead of searching outward. I'm just saying. Arm worth. What was my arm worth when they took it away? Well, that's an opening line. In the spirited rush that set up Armistice Day. Okay, changes the idea a little bit. Where did they put it, Bella? Where and which way? Did it stop the mad charge that the enemy made? Did perhaps de-weaponization, demilitarization stop the enemy from actually attacking you? Or is it with my brother? Is it with my brother in a mean, endless grave? Tell me, where will I go to find it? Okay, great little anti-war song here. Didn't expect to get like into this kind of depth, into this kind of territory. That is really good. That is good. Armworth. I didn't even think about the track that much. Like, as in, I didn't think about the title of the track that much. Like, Armworth. Okay, well, listen to it. What is your arm worth in giving it to a war effort? That's kind of nice. I mean, not the arm thing, but like the message. What has my arm gained in the balance of things? Are there still birds of flying in a brushing of wings? Or do they still see the skies as a terrible thing? And spoiling are their singing, babe, and is smashing up their wings. Wish I could go with them, brother, but of all things, it's only a stub of the original thing. That was there when I signed up and saluted my king. Where, tell me, where do I go to find it? Actually, the lyrics kind of smash a little bit. I was not expecting the lyrics to go so hard, so to speak. But that is really good. I like the comparison with birds and how do they look at the sky if they lose their wings? How can I move? Ooh, that's good. Have you lost a sense of purpose, of being? What was it for? What was my arm worth? What was my brother's life cost? What was that worth? Ooh, that's a good one. A little more thoughtful than I kind of expected it, if I'm being honest. Myopic void. I no longer saw color. I only saw gray, which is repeated. Then he repeats, dancing madly backwards on a sea of air. So we kind of go back to the original track there, lyrically. Interesting, though. So on that one, Myopic Void, he says he doesn't see color, only gray. Perhaps, I don't know if this is a concept album, but I guess you could link all the songs here, seeing as how it all kind of goes together, in that perhaps in losing his arm, perhaps in the war and everything like that, he can't see color anymore. He can't see hope, goodness. He only sees gray. Just a big blob of gray. That's awesome. And then in Mesmerization Eclipse, see the bright ship in the harbor making iridescent waves. Need to try a little harder on the voyage to better days. Sorry. Sun and moon in the valley at the same time, bringing out the golden braid. Guess we're going to reach the peak in no time. Optic nerve just rot away. Desperation is setting in, baby. Erratic movement to and fro. Need your love to make it right, baby, because I have no place to go. Sun and moon in the valley, etc., etc. Repeats that again. Pulled you in like an ancient siren. Within the desert lies the deal. Here the visitation sermon never quite deserved the deal. So I don't know if this connects to the previous tracks because it doesn't seem like it does. I'm not really too sure what this one could be about. We have a lot of picturesque lyrics and lines on this one. A journey, eventually coming across some sort of deal, but you don't deserve the deal. So how can you make the deal when you don't deserve it? We're gonna take a hard pass on that one, and then back to Raging River of Fear. There's a strange feeling coming down, swooping deep inside us. Turbulent smoke signals. Silent sound around us, pushing forth and pulling back, twisting far and near. In every cold reality flows a raging river of fear. I've been captured by the river of fear. Listen. So that's an easy one to kind of get into. You know, we all have a fear perhaps of something. Of course, there's different fears, but, you know, whatever that may be. It could be, I don't know, thalassophobia. Could fear deep water. You could fear spiders. You could fear life and your mortality. You could fear the life and mortality of your friends or your family. You could fear existence. There's so many things of fear. And I guess the point of it is, you know, we don't want to be captured in this river of fear. Feel it. Can't you feel it? The raging river of fear, my friend, is running through us all. The mind's just like a battlefield. Memories full of thought. Raging river of fear. Questions to us all. And that question can only be answered by ourselves. Anyways, that's the first side of the album. Hope that you guys are still here with me because we're moving straight on into the next track here. Once again, I really hope that this doesn't get blocked or anything because I don't want to have to edit a big old thing like this. Individual songs are fine, but I hope that this is just a one whole piece. Of course, if you're still here, hope that you're enjoying yourself. Like the video while you're here. Why not? You're already here. Press the like button. If you like these whole album reviews that I've been trying to push every once in a while, you can also help me on Patreon. You can sign up there for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to, but it definitely helps. But press that like button before we move on. We're moving on now. Let's get into the second side, which I believe there's more songs here, but it looks like it's going to be possibly a shorter amount of time. So let's go ahead and get that started with the first track, 1,000 Days of Yesterdays. I got to pull it back up here. There it is. It's coming. You just got, sometimes you got to, come on. It's okay, little guy. You can come out. There you go. Did it start? It's coming. It's coming. I like that fade in to allow us back into the picture. A nice mellow track to kind of reintroduce us. Is that marimba? Vibraphone. I like that. That was a good soundscape. Nice reintroduction. Soft. But that didn't take long to get back into it, huh?
Mama don't mind what you say, all about 1,000 days of yesterday. Mama don't mind what you do. She's gonna love
You hear Dorman on the bass?
Mama don't mind what you
He's
say,
playing fast.
all about 1,000 days of yesterday.
This is kind of a cool progressive sound that they have here with those changes. That's heavy and fuzzy. I like that triple kick back. This is so heavy. Okay. What's up with this like jazz shuffle we got going on now? This has some really cool changes in it. Ghostly crying guitar. Is this a cold Ethel situation? I hope not. Wasn't expecting that kind of change there. But the fills are so tight. I like that pattern with the constant kick, but just quick flashes on the snare there. But emphasis placed on certain chord strikes as well. Like Caldwell is a very musical drummer with the way he's catching it. But he never misses within the flurry of it all. And this is the playful moment. Bass helping to raise those stakes. Listen to the vocals. This has a very, very like interesting jazz flavor to it. Listening to the notes that being played, and even the way that some of this is being played. Like the solo is obviously rocking out, but the chords underneath that being struck sounds very jazz. Which we definitely got a flavor of with that drumming from before. This sounds like it could be like a Yes outtake. Right? Because why not? Why not? I think that this is my favorite song on the album so far. That was great. That was fantastic. That's my favorite song on the album so far. Didn't it sound like a little like Yes in that second half? Just saying. The strut. The strut. Space. And the side guitar leading out of there.
Trying to find myself. I'm looking out the window, seeing no one else. I can't remember whether it's a night or day. My mind is burning and it don't feel right. No, can't feel nothing.
Maybe this is my second favorite song.
Thinking of oceans, birds in the sky. I feel him coming, but it just ain't right. Skies like black stars, winking at the night.
I still have the space in that riff.
The iron worlds are sinking, my love's a burning bright. No, can you feel it that way? Can you feel it that way? Can you feel it that way? Can you feel it that way?
I know he's playing guitar. I'm just doing this. I don't know why. That's a stomper. Stage must have been burning up when they were playing this live. That's fiery. Second best track on the album. I Can't Feel Nothing. I can feel that. Ooh. That's good. That's good. I like that. This is As the Moon Speaks to the Waves of the Sea. There's the vibraphone again. I love when bands, especially harder bands, get into something ambience and it's so space filled like this.
Listen,
I guess I should
jump on a
lyrics.
moonbeam and ride. Ride it, glide it, all the way. As the moon speaks to the waves of the sea, an open ocean relic of the times that used to be. Many years have passed since your vision came to me, and I think of you only as the moon speaks to the sea.
Yeah, don't play. Missing it. They sound like a hard rock yes to me in a lot of ways. And more riff driven. This is literally a 15-second transfer or transition piece.
As the moon speaks to the waves of the sea, an open ocean relic of the times that used to be.
I like this more moodier narration.
Many years have passed since your vision came to me,
This is cool.
and I think of you only as the moon speaks to the sea. Memories have only open space to give,
There's that soft singing.
and as I think to the
guess there's nothing left to see. So future man, open your arms to me. Let me hear the wisdom
And the
as
bouncy
moon
harmonies
speaks through the sea.
gleefully hopping along. Now he's doing that thing where you're singing, I don't know, some sort of effect on the voice. I hear that bass, I hear it. A bass and percussion groove. This close to the end of the album, and we're doing this now. We're switching it up. Oh, dude.
Here it comes.
Jeez, they're racing towards the finish line now. They're gonna cross it, and they're gonna cross it hard. Oh, he's going off now. Bass is tearing it up here again. Woo! And that is the album, Captain Beyond, with their self-titled debut. Wow. All right. Let me first say a few things, a few words. The second side of the album on a first listen is so far ahead of the first side, which is good. Don't take it twisted. But the second side just is wonderful. Still gets heavy with it, gets a little progressive and spacey with it. I was saying it during the tracks, but a lot of the music, and this is just me, it reminded me of like a more riff-driven and hard rock Yes. Maybe it's because of some of the bouncy harmonies that were delightfully and gleefully hopping along in the back underneath the singing. Some of the bass and guitar moments as well just felt a little Yes-ish to me. Also, I want to mention Caldwell again. I know I'm going to be talking about him a lot, but I really enjoyed not only his drumming as a whole, but in here, we got a little bit of a jazz flavor in his drumming, which was kind of surprising. I didn't expect that, especially when the hi-hat opened up and he started playing on that and the ride and all that stuff. Like, I was like, huh, we just totally switched. And even the guitar chords at that particular moment before the actual guitar solo came in was very jazzy. So that was extremely impressive. We also had some more standout moments from the bass, Lee Dorman, especially in the end. Oh, man. I enjoyed that so much. I was really, really, really hoping that it would go more the ending of As the Moon Speaks Return. We completely turned everything on its head at those last moments. And we had a percussion / bass solo, which, man, that was so refreshing. That brought a certain diversity into the song, into the music as a whole, that I wasn't expecting so far late in the game at the second to last track. But how awesome was that? Like, as soon as it started, I'm like, wait, are we really doing this now? And they said, yeah, we're doing it live. We're doing it now. But I just thought that was extremely refreshing, and it was nice to have a bigger standout moment for Lee. Whereas, yeah, we heard how great the bass has been playing throughout, but it was just nice to have not a solo, but something akin and as close as to a solo as we would get in this album. We also had some softer vocals from Evans, which once again proves my point in his diversity, in his gruff soul, and here we definitely got a little more of the soul edge. And the band could have rested, I guess you could say, its laurels on that softer ending, but in the last track, I Can't Feel Nothing Part 2, they decided to go hard one more time to kick the partygoers out. So go out with a bang, basically. But yeah, this second side was just absolutely incredible. These are really, really good tracks. And then you had the vibraphone, which was brought back several times in here. What a great little album. And I do say little because it's only 35 minutes. Like, this is a great little album. Let's get into some of these lyrics here. Let's see, looking at side 2. So looking at 1,000 Days of Yesterdays. 1,000 days, delays it's too late, or it's late. I just can't wait 1,000 days. And that's all there is to that. Moving to Frozen Over. Mama don't mind what you say, all about 1,000 days of yesterday. Mama don't mind what you do. She's gonna love you. So whatever the case may be, Mama's gonna love you. Mama's always there. Delay, it's late. I just can't wait to see your face again. I know, delay, it's late. I just can't wait to see your face again, moving faster. Open the gate, the man that's leading up to my door, I said. I just can't wait to see your face again, Frozen Over. So, I'm hoping this isn't a Cold Ethel situation. You never know. Ah, your face is frozen over. It's not the one I knew. Oh no. Honey, your face is frozen as could be. Baby, your face is like a block of ice, cold as the deep, dark sea. Maybe this is a Cold Ethel situation. Moving on to the next track, 1,000 Days of Yesterdays. Time since come and gone. Tomorrow comes like wind-blown clouds. Animals lose the racing grounds. Space has just been lost and found. I said soon gonna wake, no sleepy eyes, and soon sun will light the tired sky. Today is just as soon as again. Reflection, see myself out there. Where's the start and where's the end? Days gone by, never to return. Take advantage of the time you got, because these days, these 1,000 days, will basically never come back again. Where's the start and where's the end? Moving into I Can't Feel Nothing, part 1. Stand near me, baby, trying to find myself. I'm looking out the window, seeing no one else. I can't remember whether it's night or day. My mind is burning, and it don't feel right. Something is askew. No, I can't feel nothing. Why can't he feel nothing? Probably because they're not there with him. Thinking of oceans, birds in the sky, a feeling's coming, but it just ain't right. Skies fly to next stars, winking at the night. The orange world is sinking. Tomorrow's burning bright. So, of course, the orange world is sinking. Sunset. The world glows orangey hues for a little bit. And as that fades away, a new day will be born in the morrow. As the moon speaks to the waves of the sea, that's the title of the next track. Listen. Jump on a moonbeam and ride it, glide it all the way. As the moon speaks to the waves of the sea, and an ocean relic of the times that used to be. Many years have passed since your vision came to me, and I think of you only as the moon speaks to the sea. Astral lady girl, I love you. Gonna dance, you make it sound. Seal keeps altars high above all. That is out of life, yeah. I feel like he took some LSD at the beach, and he had just watched The Little Mermaid the night before. You want to know what I thought? That's what I thought about the lyrics. That's what I think is going on there. And then the final track, I Can't Feel Nothing, Part 2. Seems like just a party jam, to be honest. You know I can't feel nothing. You push me all the time. No, nothing. You're looking really fine. Everybody's grooving. Everybody's moving, etc., etc. Listen, that's LSD at the party. That's what's happening. I'm just calling it as I see it. Anyways, this was a fun album to listen to. This was a wonderful recommendation. I appreciate you guys sending me this one, requesting the album. Hope that you enjoyed listening to it along with me. Hopefully I didn't have to cut anything up, cut anything out. If I did, you know where to find it. But hopefully we just were able to sit down and enjoy some time together. So, hey, let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. If you didn't already, Like seriously, you should have by now, but press the like button. It helps me out a great deal. Like you should have done it when I told you in the halfway point, but it's okay. I'll let it slide this time. Next time I might not be so forgiving. Press the like button. You can support the channel for as little as $2 a month over on Patreon. It helps me out a lot. And otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Come on back tomorrow, and I will see you all then, guys. Bye.